Hello and welcome YouTube. Can't wait to take out for a ride.
One. Oh no. I need to focus more.
Loud pipes save lives and all that. This is dumb. I hate this intro.
So I've pulled over on my way home from my trip around the Peak District and I'm absolutely broken. I started this morning at about 8:30, I think it was, when I first left the hotel and ventured to the Peak District, and I'm absolutely broken because, geez, I wasn't expecting it to be so windy. The wind is like absolutely mad. It has been all day. So I've just been, I've had some really sketchy moments, but some like unbelievable moments as well. My gosh. I had no idea this country could be quite so beautiful. And then as I'm heading home, I kind of stumbled upon this. I mean, talk about wow. This looks like a pretty good spot for me to actually run through the first modifications I've done to my bunny. I've only done a couple, but they've proven to be an absolute game changer for my first proper exploring the country trip on my bunny. So I'll just run through them and show you now. So the first, there's my stuff on the floor there. I have got some luggage rails, some panniers. These are just some cheapy Lomo brand. I've got half hours on, I think 50 quid for the pair. And God, they're massive. And they do a job. They do a job. How off? I mean, no one explained to me how you actually put. This is like the worst job ever. I'm so terrible. I was watching these videos on how to actually attach the straps to your bike, and I was just scratching my head going, why can't I understand what they're doing? It's doing my head in. I just can't. And then I went and spoke to him and said, so is there a method to it? And I was just told, just wing it, just wrap it up, do the best you can and see how it goes. So not the best job in the world, but so far everything has stayed on, which is good. The other big change is the tires. I have whacked on some chunky, knobbly tires, and people were thinking, oh, are you doing some off-roading? Well, I plan to do a bit of green laning with this thing, and these tires, can't actually remember the is it Haidanu or Haidinu? Haidu again? I'm so I'm dyslexic. I'm very rubbish when it comes to reading stuff, but these are all I know is these are K60 Scouts, 150, K60 Scout 100 on the front, and they've been absolutely fantastic. The Dunlop, I think they're Dunlop, the standard tyres, I think are Dunlops there, and they were awful. When I've gone from Avon chrome tyres on my bobber, which stick to the road like glue, really lovely. And the Dunlops on these T120 was just terrible. I had no confidence in the front end at all. But now I've got the new tyres, and I can tell you, they handle so good. And it's a proper little ripper now. And you may have also noticed the first kind of cheap, quick mod. I removed the rear silencer, for two reasons. One, as you can see, my luggage is actually hangs quite low. I've got it mounted badly, and it was resting on the pipe, and I thought, no, that's no good, because it's just going to start melting. So I took it off, and actually, since I've taken it off, I do quite like the look. It's proper made it into like a brat kind of scrambler sound. And listen to the sound of this. I'm going to turn on the engine. Everyone will know it's stupid. Hold on, it's going to look weird. There we go. It's completely, so it's got the same, I haven't changed, it's got the same cat in, but just removing that, but it's proper. Smaller rear plate as well. Yeah, the first few tweaks, tyres, rear silencer taken off, it's quite a nice look now, and the luggage options, but the luggage, I've got canvas style saddlebags which are a lot smaller, a bit neater, but the weather was, quiet now. Been too noisy, and I'm running out of fuel. But yeah, I've got other saddlebags which are smaller, a bit prettier to go in there, but they're not waterproof, and yeah, I felt like I needed. They're not waterproof, the ones I've got for them, and the weather was forecasted to not be great, so thought best to just get, just for that we can get just a cheap set of waterproof, and they're really good, really good. So I'm going to keep them because they're pretty handy. I just got to learn how to actually attach the luggage properly. I'll figure it out. I was thinking going, is there not like maybe some clips that you just clip and then unclip, clip. Yeah, I assume that's what you get, but I couldn't find any. I'm just not looking hard enough, I guess. I'm just so tired. What a day. I'm hoping, I haven't actually checked the footage yet, but there was some unbelievable rides. There was a point when I was riding, there was the path. I got to thank a good friend of mine, Jim Bradley. He was the one who basically organised a trip for a group of us to come around the Peak District, and he was going to be our tour guide. And then the weather was really bad. Storm Amy came crashing in and ruined the party. And I had a hotel booking. I couldn't cancel it. Well, I could, but I left it too late. I didn't want it to go to waste. So Jim sent me the route on Kalimoto. Not sponsored by Kalimoto, but I can say Kalimoto, wow, such a great app for doing that, because the route was insane. It was absolutely wonderful. I was going so many wonderful twisty roads. I was having an absolute blast on this thing. And we got to a point where there was a moment where I was basically snaking up this massive mountain, and I was riding along the top of the peak of the mountain, and there's these crazy drops either side, and the wind was doing its best to try and blow me off my bike. I was literally like this, going along on the bike going, oh my God, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. And I thought I was going to die. It was really sketchy. It was weird because my jaw aches from being so gobsmacked by the absolute stunning beauty that is the Peak District. I mean, where I am right now, it's well nice right here. I think I'm just trying to think where, I think I'm kind of just outside the Newbury way, Didcot, somewhere like that. I'm about an hour and a half from home, and I needed to just, I needed to have a little stretch because I've been riding solidly now. Let's see, I abandoned the Peak District ride around probably about 2 p.m. and I think it is now about 5:30. That doesn't seem possible, does it? I've been riding for that long and I've only stopped twice in that time. So yeah, it was just my bum, really. My bum's really numb. My back is fine. That's a big thing, actually, because I used to get a real bad backache and wrist ache from riding the bobber, and the Bonnie, I don't have any of those issues on the Bonnie at all. It is that the T120 just eats up that. I mean, I am experiencing, though, because I'm sat higher up, the wind that's hitting you do get battered. Whereas I guess on the bobber, you're sat lower down. You got, it's taking, the engine is taking a lot of that away. So it's not as bad. But you are fully open to the elements on this. You get absolutely clobbered by the wind. She's just gone past. She gave me the weirdest look. She was thinking, why is there a man standing in the middle of the field with a camera? What's going on here? Yeah, sun's going in now, golden hour. So yeah, I've got another hour and a half to go, but I just needed to have a little stretch. So I'm recording everything on my Insta360 Ace Pro. So this is on the Ace Pro I'm using. And everything I'm doing is through the built-in wireless mic. Not wireless, the built-in microphone in this camera. So I'm hoping that it's getting picked up and it sounds a bit better, because I'm getting really annoyed. I keep making content and I'm just not quite getting it right. God, I have all the enthusiasm and none of the ability. I'm doing my best to try and produce something of substance and of quality that's going to be a little bit entertaining, and I'm just failing constantly. I'm still working this out. I am not a genius at this. But yeah, what can I say? Any more thoughts on the T120? She's so much fun. I think actually for me, just by the simple the simple tweaks I've done, changing the tires to give it that kind of tracker look, which is what I was going for. I wanted to make it a cool Bonnie. I want it to be a kind of brat tracker style bike, and it looks cool now. And it also has a nice little bark to it. It sounds like a kind of like a scrambler dirt bike. Now taking the rear silencers off, it's got a proper little rup, which I find it great, because it's got a nice blend that it is legal, and it puts a smile on my face when I'm ripping it up through some twisty bends and yeah. But it's not obnoxiously loud either, so it's the best of both worlds. It's not going to annoy my neighbours. It's not going to annoy other people around that. Yeah, I hope this footage comes out all right. I've really pushed myself today. I've been through the elements. I had this idea of thinking, right, wind or rain. I think I've said this before. Would you rather, if you had to choose between riding in heavy rain or riding during strong wind, what would you rather? And I can say rain. any day of the week. Way prefer rain. Wind sucks. Do not like riding in the wind. When it's really windy, it's just so unpredictable and it's so exhausting. Having to actually physically use your body to like tense up, and my hands just like, from gripping on, because you want to be loose. Well, you want to be relaxed when you're holding onto your handlebars, but when it's that strong wind, you got to be holding on tight, otherwise you're off. And you know, if it's really heavy rain, you wear waterproof gear, you get the right tires, you'll be absolutely fine. Rain at night is a problem because you can't see as much, and then you get glare from people's lights. That's a nightmare. Not a fan of that. But if it's raining in the day, no issues riding in rain. I'll ride in pouring rain in the day. I'm fine with that. At night, not so good. But wind sucks. And there was a moment I was riding up and down these like mountain passes through the peaks, and it was a combination of wind and rain. And I just thought, I need to call this quits. I can't keep going. I'm gonna come off if I keep going. This is kind of just getting a bit reckless. So yeah, but I'm definitely going to go back. I mean, I loved it so much. I'm definitely going to go back. I think I might, it's probably better off. I mean, I'd go back next week if I could, but probably better off, leaving it to when it's better weather, where it's a bit warmer. I'm wearing my Gold Top Patrol jacket, which I can tell you, an honest review of this jacket is, it looks nice. The lining and that's all comfortable, but it is awful in the wind. This jacket I'm wearing, it's too big for me. I got it when I was much bigger, and now I'm wearing it just because it's practical, but I was getting absolutely blown everywhere. So thankfully I had my Knox overcoat waterproofing. I put that over, zipped it up. It seemed to really work. I'm wearing a motorcycle vest, long sleeve vest. I've got my Triumph jersey, like jumper jersey. I've got my Gold Top jacket over that. And then I was wearing my Knox waterproof on top. So I was wearing 4 layers. And yeah, so I'm looking absolutely huge on a bike. I'm not actually this big, but it'll do for now. Alright, sun's going in. I need to go home. So, all I ask now is for all of you watching this, if you've gotten this far, please do all the usual boring stuff of liking this. I've put myself through absolute hell for the benefit of, well, not just for myself. I mean, I'm doing this because I want to go on adventures. I got a bike to go on adventures and that's fun. But I'm also doing this content for you guys to enjoy. So I'd really appreciate just a simple like. And if you could I'm still rubbish at this, still trying to get better at this. So any comments on anything that you think I should do better, anything that you think is rubbish, parts that you like, do you want to see more actual riding, POV stuff? Do you want to see me talking more about my gear, my setup? I'm happy to do that. Just let me know what interests you guys, and then I'll let you know if it's something I'll be interested in talking more about. So yeah, please do let me know what you think. I'll get back to you. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed it.